Hello, humanity. Sorry about the delay. I had really hoped to bring you the video yesterday, but unfortunately, my aches they won out on me bringing you what I wanted to bring you. But anyway, nevertheless, I did, however, work on some new recipes for us because those of us that are in this struggle together, we realize that uh, or maybe we're learning that a variety and not getting bored, that possibly can help us in our struggle. uh we don't want to just have to eat the same things over and over and over again, and in fact that could possibly lend itself partially over to deprivation because if you're watching other people eat varieties of various foods and what have you, and then if we start putting restrictions in on what we're eating or what we're trying not to eat, that could be a form of deprivation. I wonder. Uh, uh, I'm still very much in the struggle in terms of my meal prepping. I'm unable to prepare large quantities, which puts me in sabotage in this sense, not in terms that my mentality has changed, but it puts me in a small bit of sabotage because when I get hungry, I want to eat, and I'm not thinking in terms of a long preparation thing. I just want something to eat, and so I find myself still in that struggle. I have not solved that how I can prepare large quantities, and so that way I have things on reserve. A good example is, all last week. I did do some minor meal preparation, but it did me absolutely no good because I only did the one meal prep, and by the day's end, I had consumed it. And in order for the meal prepping to be beneficial, I will need quantities, at least three, so that way, I can go and get something that has less sugar in it, less yeast. A good example, I got a taste for something sweet, and I'm good because I'll have my even without doing meal prep, I try to be mindful of two things: my bread, which is the sugar free, and the yeast bagels or just some type of bread. I try to keep do a little something every other day. We're here the last couple of weeks, my aches wouldn't allow me to do that, and or I try to have something a little sweet on hand, peanut butter cookies, something sugar free. Well, last week I didn't do basically anything. Not last week, this week, as a matter of fact. And so I got a Danish, and thank God it came from a bakery where they don't have a, the baked goods are not so sweet, but nevertheless, the yeast and the sugar combined within by the time I consumed it for like 4 hours, I could feel the difference. You know what I'm saying? That the sugar and that yeast, the fermentation of those products, and then it goes in and gets to mingling with that bacteria in your gut, the bad and good bacteria that all of us have. So anyway, needless to say, today I'm going to try my hand. I don't know why I have such a taste for Danishes, so I'm going to try my hand at my sugar-free version of a Danish, and maybe that can help us. And you know how I do it. I go and get it and bring it back to you. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This video, I'm going to give it to you real quick because I also tried some seasoned rice. We had gone to a buffet last week, and I found myself really having a taste for rice. And with that starch and all of that, I try to kind of lean away from it. I make cauliflower rice, but I just really enjoyed that seasoned rice. So I tried to do my version of it last night. I did a combination. I put the cauliflower rice with the lentils. I was trying to bulk it up, and as opposed to just buying 5 or 6 bags of the cauliflower and making it into rice, I tried to shortcut it and bulk it up by putting in the lentils to thicken it up. Well, it did. It came out. It came out pretty tasty, but it's not something that I think I'm going to go back to. I really don't think so. And so the thing is, I would have preferred, well, I prefer moving on. I'll probably just get some, maybe about 4 or 5 bags of the cauliflower rice and just season it up. It really was, it really was tasty. But nevertheless, I would have preferred just, going in with the cauliflower rice. I mean, you can get cauliflower at the Dollar Tree, and then just take your put it in the chopper and go from there. I seasoned it up, put a few vegetables in, and it was good, even with the lentils. So I can just imagine what it would be like, just the cauliflower. So, I'm going to go back, I'm going to revisit that recipe, and I'm going to try it without the lentils and see how that goes. And, I'll bring it back to you, and then, maybe that's just another thing that we can put in our arsenal, those of us that are struggling with the endless eating and the endless craving. So anyway, let me get to the lentil recipe, and then I'll bring it back. I mean, I'll try to get the tangible copy to you for the seasoned cauliflower and lentil rice, and then maybe do a taste test and maybe just take the lentils out. Just personalization and customization is key to your success with this eating lifestyle. So yesterday, what I did, I brought you a meatloaf recipe in times past, but I'm really trying to integrate as much as I can with the lentils because they're so affordable, and then it gives us variety too. So that way, we've already been in a long enough struggle with food and with the sugar. So if we can get more variety, and I think that might help us too. So I'm really trying to go in with learning the lentils, and I really got to get my seasonings down pack. I'm not utilizing enough seasonings with my recipes, and so moving forward, I want to try to adjust that. So here's what I did last night for the lentil meatloaf. It was, I mean, really simple, and it's affordable. Like I told you, I got my bag of lentils, and I got 3 servings out of the bag, and I paid $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So I boiled a cup of lentils, but you're not going to use a whole cup of lentils. I reserved half because remember I told you I made the seasoned cauliflower rice, and I added some of the lentils with that. So okay, I boil. You put and just enough water to cover the lentils because you're only boiling them for maybe about 10 minutes. I said 4 or 5 minutes last week, but for the meatloaf and the seasoned rice, I cooked them a little bit longer because I didn't like that kind of just a hint of that lentil freshness, and that could have been the mushrooms also. So I don't know. You customize it and personalize it to your taste. So I put in just enough water to cover the lentils, 1 cup of lentils. Because the less water you have, the quicker you'll get to your boil. So I let it boil for, let's say, 10 for you kind of judge it, maybe between 8 to 10 minutes. And then after I boiled it, I drained all the water off, and then I put a tablespoon of onion soup mix directly on top of directly on top of the lentils. It was more or less to give you like a second marinade, basically, to take a little bit of that lentil taste out. Not to say that the lentil taste is bad, but I just, I didn't want to taste it, so you'd be the judge of that. So then I reserved, like I said, after I left the onion soup mix on for maybe about a minute, I reserved half and put it to the side for the cauliflower rice, and then I chopped up one fourth cup of mushrooms, and I put in one. Wash and chop, of course. And then I put in one-fourth cup of pecan flour. And I think that's Red Mills brand that carries that pecan flour, and it's real affordable. I think a bag of it at Walmart, I think I got it for like $6. And then I put in maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons. And remember, the teaspoon is the smaller of the spoons, and then the tablespoon is the larger of the spoons. And I put in three tablespoons of the oat flour. Then I put in maybe about a fourth a cup of mozzarella cheese. And that mozzarella cheese, what it's going to do, it's going to you'll see how it extends the flavor and extends the forming, because I didn't go in with the xanthium gum. But let me just share this with you. Had I gone in with the xanthium gum, the loaf pan allowed the meatloaf to form and keep its shape. But after I cut it, it still didn't fall apart. But that xanthium gum, had I gone in with at least a teaspoon or at least a half a teaspoon, I think I would have had a little bit more firmness. But I went without a little less firmness for flavor, because remember I told you I don't like the taste of xanthium gum, but my seasonings, more seasonings would help me with that. Okay, so then I went in with two packets of the chicken bouillon powder, and I got mine. I think I may have gotten that at Walmart too. It's real inexpensive. I think is it Adobe? I think they have one too. But anyway, I went in with two packets of the chicken bouillon. You may even want to go in with just a teaspoon more. I don't think it would hurt it. And then I went in with a half a teaspoon. Remember, I'm saying teaspoon, not tablespoon on this. I went in with a half a teaspoon of onion soup mix. I went in with a tablespoon of sugar-free barbecue sauce, and I went in with one tablespoon of onion powder, one tablespoon of garlic powder, one tablespoon of black pepper, and then I went in with I also went in with some one one half cup of onions, but that might be a bit much. So maybe you might want to go with one-fourth, and then see how you feel about that. I went in, so I'll just say one-fourth cup of one-fourth cup of chopped onions, one-fourth cup of chopped celery, and then one-fourth cup of bell peppers. And so you put all that, in a bowl, and you may need a little bit more pecan flour, because you do want that firmness. And then also remember, I told you, in order to know that you'll have a firm uh, meatloaf. It should, take you maybe a scoop, maybe about a tablespoonful, and put it in your hands. And when you squeeze it, if it crumbles, there's not enough moisture. If it's loose and kind of runny, there's not enough flour. So then you want to go in with more of your pecan flour, not oat flour. You can add, go in with more pecan flour. The oat flour with this particular recipe and maybe a little grainy. And the first thing, like I said, you're going in with is your fourth your fourth cup to a cup of your lentils that have already been boiled, and you're going to take all that mixture together. Your chicken flour, your onion soup mixture, garlic, oh, and your onion powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, your barbecue sauce, and then your 2 tablespoons of mozzarella cheese, and all of that should give you a fistful of stick togetherness of your mixture. And you're going to put that in a loaf pan, a greased loaf pan. You can do your cooking spray, or you can do your oil, and if you want to, you can go in with a little bit more barbecue sauce in the actual mixture, because after it browns and cooks for a while, you're going to put your barbecue sauce on the top, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes before it gets done. So you're going to put that on, put your oven on 375, and depending on your particular oven, 375, and then you're going to bake that for about 20 minutes. About 15 minutes in, get your favorite sugar-free barbecue sauce, and then just go right across the top with it. You know how you do with the meatloaf. And then you just put it back in for 10 minutes, and you should be good to go. And stay mindful, like I said. If you want to, you can go with the xanthium gum. I found that, like I say, my meatloaf, it tasted so good. And then go in with your extra seasonings, and things that are salt free and sugar free, and just really really get it, customize it to your taste, because that's just my personal opinion. I feel like we'll do better and be more successful in this struggle that we're in if it tastes good to you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else's struggle may be more with sugar. They may have more of a problem with their sugar cravings. Some people may have more of a problem with just endless eating. For me, unfortunately, I had both, combined. So, you really just want to, just go in with your seasonings, or this is your first time out of the gate as it pertains to this lentil or meatloaf. That's why I want to try as soon as I can to try to perfect the worksheet, so that way you have a tangible copy of individual triggers, individual preferences, and all that stuff, and you can look at it and just target where you need to go with getting you more to your success as it relates to your journey. Because like I said, a lot of us, we have to take the long way home. Some people, they can go, it's almost mesmerizing to watch them. They eat the right things, they incorporate the right things, they exercise. And then there are those of us, we fumble, we fail, a lot as it relates to the struggle that we're in, as it relates to, endless eating, endless cravings. We don't beat ourselves up. We're constantly in pursuit of solutions. And that's solution oriented when you have a tangible copy where you can say, you know what, I found that that was a little bit too salty. I found that I may would have preferred that particular meatloaf more had I added this, had I extracted that. And then you keep that somewhere where you can get it, so when you go to the grocers, or just as it relates to the way you think about your struggle as it relates to food. Okay, I've gone on and on and on, because I have to get you some more stuff. So humanity, just be mindful. We may have dropped the ball and failed yesterday, or maybe failed all week, or however it goes. But it's a wonderful thing that you got people that love you. You got people that have a common kindred to your struggle, because we're struggling too. And we're just holding each other up, and we're just trying to get to the finish line with a healthy existence and coexistence with food. A healthy existence with food. Those of us that are in the struggle with endless eating, endless sugar, we have had just an overall unhealthy relationship with food. Okay, so I'm going to end it the way I always end it. I'm going to go and get it, and then bring it back to you. Okay, bye.